Hey everybody, it's Racer PS2 Electronics Repair here. Sorry I haven't put a video up in a while. I've just been busy. I did have a stream of videos going on. I just got a little burnt out on them. This was that 3001 on that live stream on New Year's Day. Just want to show you that I was tearing my hair out all day on this one. I was going to show you. There's your rumble fuse. And this was a GH004 board. This is a separate power supply board, and it's called a GD11 board. It's actually the power supply board. Let me see if I can zoom in on this so you guys can see better. That is the rumble fuse. It's PS409. Here's your 8-volt regulator. And if you look at it, let me get it over here. Let's see if we can pull it over. You'll see that it says coming in, coming out, and it says CON 8 plus V. Okay. That goes to the controller port and also goes to the DVD drive. So 409 is for that. And then I was like, I put it back together. And guess what happened? P410 blew. Okay. That runs your disk drive. That runs your 12 volts to the disk drive. I sat there and tore my hair out all day that day trying to figure out what the heck happened. It worked before. I put a brand new DVD. I had a DVD board for it. I swapped the DVD board, thinking that was the problem. Put it back together. No, it wasn't the problem either. That's why I said don't throw parts at stuff. Look at your manuals. See where your power is going. I got screwed because I basically, when I put a new laser in it, because all it was a laser problem to begin with, turned into that fuse blew. Sorry about the focusing problems. After I replace that one right there, okay, 8 volts goes through the disk drive. Don't ask me why, but 8 volts goes through the disk drive. So 4.9 and 4.10, you might as well replace those in series. I wish I would have got that on camera. That would have been a good one. Because you could have saw my struggles and my failures, but I'm just going to save you guys of hours and hours and hours of screwing around. Just replace that one. Replace 410. And replace 409. PS 409 and 410. Like and subscribe, guys. I'm trying to figure out some stuff here. I'm trying to get better repairs. The reason why I don't do board level repairs on these is because of the fact of the matter is it's not economical. And I use donor boards for fuses, and I test them beforehand to make sure they are, and I make sure when they get back on the board on the board I'm using that they're still good. I had to do a readjustment on the tilt and everything because I changed that DVD board in there. That is a very elaborate system, the way they do the version 110 holes, excuse me. They have an actual motor that automatically adjusts the tilt in there. And that also uses 8 volts. It's an 8-volt motor. I thought that was kind of interesting when I was trying to adjust the thing to get it to read a DVD. I had to readjust it to the other board because I had it adjusted to the previous board in there, and it gave me a bigger headache than I really wanted to deal with. But that system is up and running. It's up and running and good to go. Like I said, it's one of those things where I'm trying to save somebody the headache and the pain in the butt and all that stuff and all that stuff. It's just I don't have the equipment to go down to board level. Most of that stuff is micro soldering, and you have to have a microscope, and the resistor arrays and all that stuff are tightly niched and they're tightly whatever on the newer boards. I'd love to fix a no video and verify that they're not 4.7K and all that stuff, but I don't have the proper setup in the equipment. I know somebody requested to go down to board level because boards are hard to find now. This is my advice to you: buy a broken PlayStation 2 with a good board and harvest it for parts. There's the GD11 power board. There's your connector. Let's see if we can find that fuse on here. Or I can just do it this way too. There's PS410. And there's 409. It's called GD11. There was also a GDS 10 board too. These are actually labeled on the board. I'd replace 410, 411, and 409 all at the same time, because as soon as you get your rumble working again, it's going to blow that one. For some reason on a power surge, I don't know why. It'll blow that one, after you change that one. As you can tell, these are all in the same circuit. Kinda. This one's not, but they run. PS411 also runs the disk drive. These are all your 12 volt on the power on the power rail. So I just want to save somebody the headache and screwing around with this thing, going, why do I not have power to the disk drive anymore? It happened to me. I mean, it can happen to anybody, but still. These run regulators. They run 12 volts, 8 volt regs. I just save your butt the time and the effort, and you know, and make sure that you're done, that you didn't accidentally with your soldering station get these too hot that they get to the point, because the ceramic fuses, that they go open. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, 409, PS 409, 410, and 411. I replace those on those power board every time I have those come in now. And then retest. Like I said, thank you for watching, and this is Ray, Sir PS2 and Electronics Repair signing out. Hopefully I can catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully I can get some more videos up in the next month or two. And have a constant weekly going on. I just thought maybe I'd give you guys an update on this one. It's running, it's working, it's gone basically. PlayStation 2s have fallen in price to the point where they're not even viable options to repair anymore. It's pretty sad, but true. When you have to sit there and get secondhand parts from somewhere else, it's not worth my time to sit there and do that and spend $20, $30 on a broken PlayStation 2 just to get a part out of it. Like I said, I sit there and I look at this stuff, and you're looking at obsolete chips, and like, where are you gonna find say IC409? It says it's a 104 809 BTR. Look that chip up one time and see what it tells you. I can tell you what it says right now. If I go to look this up right now, copy. Yeah, I was listening to YouTube. I do that sometimes. Look this chip up. Item is currently out of stock. $12.95. Okay, this is from Sony eCompass. Okay, that doesn't mean they have the chip. Trust me. I've tried ordering stuff from here. You're looking at stuff like this, and and I can put this in eBay right now. See what comes up. Nothing. Nothing. Sorry for the camera, but there's nothing. They don't even give you... But if you look in the manual, it'll tell you what it is. That's all it says is an IC. Doesn't tell you what IC it is. It doesn't tell you anything. It tells you what the number is. And it shows you where all of it is. It tells you which one uses it, and then it gets 12 volts. I'm assuming this is something with 5-volt standby. You know, stuff like that. I'm just stating, if this chip blew today and you were looking for it, you're out of luck. Yeah, you can try to get it from eCompass or call Sony directly, but they'll tell you they ain't selling it to you. I've tried. But want to see something funny though? Gear assembly. This is the gearbox. They're saying that you can get it by 4/3 or 15 days. If I wanted to sit here and order a bunch of these and see if I actually get them, I'm probably going to. But I'm just stating a fact that I'm not. If anybody wants to do this and give me something in the comments and see if they actually got this stuff, let me know, because they say there's buttons for these and all this other stuff. Like I said, some of this stuff they still probably use in their camcorders. But there was one that was a motherboard on here. Let's see if I can find it. Capacitor, connectors. I mean, this is just for a 3001. Sony frame sub, Sony frame main. Sony frame MAME. If you guys want to sit here and try to find out if these things are even... This one's kind of funny because it says that it's a KHS 400B, which it is. Look at the price on that. $89.95. They say there's Bs available. But for $89.95? No. I just want to see if anybody wants to sit here and look this stuff up and see if you can actually get this stuff. I highly doubt it. I would not pay $90 for a KHS 400B. But there he goes, main board, G8, there it is. That's what I was looking at. Let me get you a zoom in on that. $326.95 for a main board. A GH005 main board. GH006 main board. 6-11 board. $11.95. But a GH005 main board, if it's still available, is $400. Currently out of stock. $400. That is if that part is still available. This one had a GH004. There is no way 004. Why the heck would I spend $400 on a motherboard? I'm just saying, why would I spend $400 on a motherboard? That's insane. That's insane. And nor would I have a customer do that either. That's insane. Or this, CDX2984DB-T7. No idea what the hell it does. It's probably a chip. $200. That is nuts. For an IC. You pay $200 to try to get this part off of here, and it never shows up. You figure that one out. But like I said, you can try to get some of this stuff still. But I would not pay some of these prices. Not $400 for a motherboard, no way. Sony mounted circuit board, GH dash, and doesn't tell you what it is. $129.95. These are just circuit boards. Like I said, if you guys want to look up the service manual on these and see, and go to eCompass and see if you can get this stuff, you let me know. But I would never, ever, ever, ever spend $400 on a motherboard on a PlayStation 2 that's not worth $50. Between $50 to $60 just to get it running again. I'd rather pay that for an entire console and rip a motherboard out of it. Here's the tray assembly. Guys are looking for trays. Currently out of stock. Could take 15 days to get one. If, like I said, they have them. Is it worth the gamble? Is it worth the risk? Well, like I said, this is Racer PS2 and electronics repair here. Vibrator crystal. So I'm trying to say, these things are, you know, if you can get NOS trays, that'd be nice. But this is for a 3001 series. Look up a 39001 once on here. Like I said, I'm not trying to ranter here. I'm not trying to... Dang, I'm just trying to show you guys why going down to board level isn't worth or a viable option. You can't get the parts. And if you want to get the parts, and you can get the parts, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. And they're going to take your firstborn for it. I would never spend $400, $200 on a PlayStation that's 20 years old. This is Racer PS2 and Electronics Repair signing out. I'll catch you guys on the next one.